Okay. Woo! Just in time. No. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you just tuned in, our stream just came up, and we're getting ready to start our first game of gold bracket play. It's the second day of the Crusaders Classic tournament in Oklahoma City. Norman, Oklahoma, to be exact right now. We're at the Young Family Activity Center, you know, in Norman. I will be posting the link to this on Facebook for any of you that have family or friends that would like to watch your athlete play. Go ahead and add that link or copy that link and send it to anyone who would like to watch. Again, this is our first game of gold practice. I meant gold bracket play. Again, this is the Crusaders Classic tournament. Yes, it is. It was above your head. All right, we're getting ready to start this first set of the Crusaders Classic. Gold bracket. This is our first game. Not sure who's going to have the ball first. We're going to be playing the Southwest Kansas high performance team. And there was the first serve. The Kansas team serving it up first, but they stopped the play right there as another ball from another court came onto our court. So we will start that first serve once again. Still 0-0. right? A lot of them from those two because they're doing their warm-ups over there to our right. So all the balls keep coming onto the court. The up ref has to go say something. That's how bad it is. They already had like three of them come on the court since they did one serve over here. All right, here's the start again. The other team is serving it up first. That's Southwest Kansas High Performance team serving it up first. There's the serve. Charge gets underneath it. Goes to the attack of the net. Number 10 with the kill, putting the first point on the board for this match. And number 10 will step up to the line to serve it up after tipping it over in that last rally, putting the first point on the board. Scores 1-0. Number 10, Lily Wilcox, back up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team. There's the serve. Ace on the serve by Lily Wilcox. She'll come back up the line and serve it up again. And there's the serve. This time unsuccessful, and high performance team will pick up a point on the service error by Charge to come back up to the line to serve it up themselves. We'll step back up to serve receive. Scores 2-1. Charge leading by 1 point as the serve comes over the net. Libero gets it to the center. We go to the right side. The attack cross court picks up the point. That's number 3, Maddie Factor with the kill, putting another point on the board and regaining us that serve. Scores now 3-1. Charge in the lead by 2 points. Number 2 subbing out. Number 6 coming in. And number 3 subbing out. And number 8 coming in. Number 8 will come up the line to serve it up next. That's Kale serving it up for your Charge team. There's the serve. So the team gets underneath it, sets it up, pushed it to the outside. Charge, try to keep it alive. They're able to dig it up and get it back over the net. High performance right there to receive it. Coming to the other side, we get underneath it once again. It comes off the block. We get it back to the backcourt. They go to the right side to get it over. Charge right there. Tips it over the net. Once again, high performance gets underneath it and goes for their own attack from the outside. Charge pushing it back over quickly. High performance once again, this time from their right side going for the attack, but we drop down, getting underneath it with the dig and go across court with the attack. High performance keeps it alive though. Another attack in the backcourt of Charge. The Charge right there sets up to the outside. The attack to the backcourt of high performance, and they're able to keep it alive. This time they go to the other side of the court, and Charge bumps it back over to switch up. Unable to stop Charge. We're right there, able to pick it up. They get it back to our side once again. The right side attack tipped over the block. They get underneath and dig it up, go for their own attack down the line to the other side of the court. Charge keeps it alive once again. Go for the attack at the net. The kill by number 2, picking up the point as it tools off the block and goes out of bounds. Charge picks up another point, scores now 4-1 after that long rally, and number 8 will come back up the line to serve it once again. There's the serve. Give the team underneath it. Sets up, goes for the attack, blocked at the net. Number 2 with that block right there puts another point on the board. Scores now 5-1. Charge leading by 4 as number 8 will step back up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve by number 8. High performance underneath it. They go for the attack of the net. Unsuccessful as it goes into the net. Charge will pick up another point and will step back up to the line. That's number 8 serving it up. Thank you. They rolled it right at my camera, but it missed. Number 8 serving it up once again as we lead by 5 points. Ace on the serve found the empty spot in high performance territory, right in the back corner. Nice placement by that serve. That's Kale serving it up. And we get our first timeout. TO timeout by high performance. Got that TO timeout on the court. High performance had to try to freeze out our server right there because our server, I believe she's on 4 in a row, 5 in a row. Not really sure now. Probably 4 in a row for sure. Scores now 7-1. Charge leading by 6 points as both teams coming back out on the court. Oh, wait. Not ready. We're not ready. It was ready, or we're almost ready, but not quite. Now we're ready. Number 8 will serve it up. Served it too early. Nice serve. Southwest Oklahoma, or Southwest Kansas underneath it. Pushes it over the backcourt. Charge sets up to the right side. The attack off the tip of the block, but High Performance able to get it up in the air. Struggles a little bit, but oh no, we bump it out of bounds. High Performance will pick up a point right there off the error by Charge. It goes out of bounds. And there's another serve. We bump it back over quickly. High Performance going for the attack, but it falls long. Charge will pick up a point right there as it goes out of bounds on High Performance. Number 5, Charlotte coming to the line to serve it up next for your Charge team. Leading by 5 points, or 6 points, scores 8-2 right now. We lead by 6. The number 5 puts it over the net. High Performance hits it up high, pushes it over, Charge right there to the receiver. We set it over to the outside. The attack blocked at the net, back to our side. We go to the right side quickly and get it across court. High Performance able to get underneath it and push it back over the net. Charge once again, going for another set, this time to the right side. The attack. High Performance able to get underneath it and go for their own attack, but blocked at the net by number 1. That's Sam Chaffin at the net. So that was a block by number 1. Sam Chaffin putting another point on the board. And number 5 will come back up the line to serve it up. Scores 9-2, charging the lead by 7 points. Number 5 serves it up. Nice serve. High Performance underneath it. Pushing it back over to the back corner. They do find the floor in Charge territory. So High Performance will put another point on the board, and Charge will step back up to serve receive. Score is 9-3, Charge in the lead by, what is that? 6 points, yes. High Performance serving it up. Oh no, Charge unable to get underneath it. And it goes out of bounds. High Performance puts another point on the board right there, and will come back up to the line to serve as we step back up to serve receive. Still in the lead by 5, scores 9-4 as the Charge team sets to serve receive. There's a serve. Charge underneath it. Bumps it up high, goes to the attack from the outside, finds the floor. Number 2 with the kill. That put the point on the board right there. Score is 10-4. It's number 9. Definitely Whitey comes to the line to serve that. Charge in the lead by 6 points. There's the serve. High Performance underneath it. They set up to their right side, bumping it over the net in the Charge territory. Charges Libero, gets to the center, goes to the right side. The attack tips off the top of his fingers, picks up the point. Charge puts another point on the board with a kill from Lily Wilcox. And number 9 will come to the line to serve it up. Score is 11-4. Charge in the lead by 7 points now, as number 9 will come back up to the line to serve it up. And here's the serve off the top of the tape. Ace on the serve, putting another point on the board for your Charge team. And number 9 will step back into the line after hitting an ace on that last serve. Scores 12-4. Charge in the lead by 8 points as number 9 steps back up in the line to serve it up. And there's the serve. And it falls slightly long just past the baseline. And High Performance will put a point on the board with the service error by Charge. Charge still in the lead by 7 points as High Performance serves it up this time. Charge bumps it up high in the air, tips it over at the outside. High Performance goes for their own attack, gets over the net, but Charge is unable to get control of it, and High Performance puts another point on the board. Scores now 12-6, Charge in the lead by 6 points as High Performance steps back up to the line to serve it up. And there's the serve, unsuccessful. Charge to put a point on the board from the service error and step back up to the line to serve it up. Nice serve by number 2, putting it over the net. The attack by High Performance forces its way through the block and finds the floor in Charge territory, giving them another point. And High Performance will step back up to the line. Scores 13-7. Charge still in the lead by 6 points as we once again set up the serve receive. There's the serve. Backcourt picks it up. Pushes it up, but wrong. The ball came from the other court. And have to stop play and reserve it. As that is a safety hazard. We may see that quite a bit in this match just because of the orientation of the courts around us. But high performance back up in the line to serve it up. There's the serve on the top of the tape and falls into Charge territory. Picks them up another point with the ace. And Charge will step back up to serve receive. Scores 13-8. Charge still in the lead by 5 points as they prepare to serve receive. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Gets it to the center. Goes to the outside. The attack. High performance able to get underneath to keep it alive. Gets it to our backcourt, but we keep it alive too. Trying to hit it over the net, but unsuccessful. And high performance can put another point on the board as the ball bounces off the net and falls into our territory. Scores 13-9. Charge still in the lead by 4 points as we step back up to serve receive. There's high performance to serve. Charge underneath it. That's up. Goes to the attack in the middle. I don't believe they're going to be able to get that one. Charge put the point on the board with a kill from Sam Chaffin right there. And Sam will sub out now. Number 4 will sub in for her. And number 4, Addison Mann coming up to the line to serve it up for his Charge team. And that's number 4, Addison Mann serving it up for your Charge team as we lead by 5 points. There's the serve. High performance underneath it. Hitting it over the block, but Charge is able to dig it up, get it to the center, go to the right side, and bumping it over into high performance territory. High performance sets up high from their right side, hits it in the backcourt. Oh no, I was too far from the camera. Let me set this back up real quick. Nah, it's good. All right, I think we're back up. Didn't even lose signal, but the other team did pick up that point. The score's now 14-10 as we get back into this. He hit it wide and the ball just out of bounds, and the other team, high performance, will put another point on the board. Score's now 14-11. Charge still the lead by 3 as high performance steps back up to the line, cutting into our lead. And there's a serve by high performance. Charge underneath it, bumps it up over the net in one touch. High performance sets up high to their outside, hitting across court. Charge right there to receive. Goes to their right side. The attack down the line. Finds the floor in fair territory. That's number 9 with the set. And number 10 with the kill. Number 10, Lily Wilcox will come to the line to serve it up. Number 9 subs out. Number 7 comes in. All right. Number 10 up to the line to serve it up as we lead by 4. Scores 15-11 as there's the serve by Lily Wilcox. High performance gets underneath it. Bumps it over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Go for attack from the right side, picking up the point. Who hit that? Who hit that? Number 7? Number 7 with the kill. That's Braylon Smith putting another point on the board. Score 16-11. Charge in the lead by 5 points. As number 10, Lily Wilcox, coming back up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve right to the back corner, but it falls slightly long and just out of bounds. High performance will pick up another point and come back up to the line while Charge will step back up to serve receive. And there's a serve by high performance. Our backcourt libero gets underneath it. We set it up to the middle. The attack finds the back corner. That's a kill from Charlotte, putting a point on the board for your Charge team. That's number 5, Charlotte, with a kill that added a point to our scoreboard. Score 17-12. Charge in the lead by 5 points. As number 8 will step up to the line to serve it up next. That's Kale. So serving it up for your Charge team. And there's the serve. The other team gets underneath it. Goes to the attack. The backcourt trying to dig it up, but unable to slide underneath that ball quick enough, and it goes out of bounds off our hands. High performance puts another point on the board and will step back up to the line. Score 17-13. Charge still in the lead by 4 as we once again step back up to serve the feed. Bump it up high. Go for the attack. And Charge picks up the point with the kill. I didn't see who said it to him. Really? Okay. And Number 5 with the serve. Oh no. Southwest Kansas high performance team will pick up a point off the service error by Charge and come back up to the line to serve it themselves. Scores now 18-14. Charge still in the lead by 4 as we step back up to serve receive. Here's the serve for Southwest Oklahoma. Nice float. The Charge able to get underneath it. Sets it up in the middle of the attack. Falls a little wide and out of bounds. High performance puts another point on the board. Again, this is our first game of gold bracket play today. Oh, the other team hits it long and out of bounds. Charge put the point on the board right there off the service error by Southwest Kansas high performance team. Charge will come back up to the line to serve it up. Again, this is number 9 serving it up, Bethany White Eagles, as we lead by 4 points still. Scores 19-15. There's the serve off the top of the tape, but the other team's able to get underneath it. They go for their own attack out the net, but blocked. Once again, Southwest Kansas gets it over with a bump. The backcourt gets it to the center, set to the right side. The attack from the right side, strong, but high performance is able to keep it alive and put it back up over the net. Arla Barrow once again gets it to the center. We once again go to the right side. This time tipped over the block, but Southwest Kansas picks it up. This time they go for their own attack and Charge takes it out and unable to get back under control. Southwest Kansas high performance puts another point on the board. Scores now 19-16. Charge in the lead by 3 points as high performance team will come back up in line to serve it up. And here's the serve from the high performance team. Charge gets underneath it. Sets it up to the right side once again. The attack this time finding itself long in the backcourt, just past the baseline. Southwest Kansas high performance puts another point on the board, and Charge only leads by 2 now as we step back up to serve receive. Scores 19-17. Backcourt gets underneath it, sets up, bumps it over the net. High performance pushes it back over and it finds a spot in the middle of the floor unprotected in Charge territory. Timeout on the court. Charge scores down 19-18. Charge only leading by 1 in this first set. High performance team has picked up the points to bridge the gap in our lead. Charge looking to come back out here and gain control of the rest of this match. And as the teams will step back out on the court after that timeout, Charge will step back up to serve receive, and high performance will step back up to the line. Charge looking to pick up this point right here and maintain their lead. And there's the point right there for Charge off the service error by high performance. Scores now 20-18. Charge in the lead by 2. And number 6, Ava Smith, serving it up. Unsuccessful, and high performance will put a point on the board from the service error by Charge. Scores now 20-19. Charge still leading by 1 as we step back up to serve receive. There's serve. Backboard gets to the center. We set up, go for the attack, and finds the floor. Charge and put another point on the board. Point on the board with a kill from number 1, Sam Chaffin, that finds the floor. And now number 4 is coming up the line to serve it up. There it is, putting it over the net. But we'll call for a net infraction, and high performance will pick up the point and come back up the line to serve it up. Charge still the lead by 1 point. Yes, scores 21-20. And Charge steps back up to serve receive. High performance serving it up. Charge backcourt gets to it. We set it up to the middle of the attack, but called for the net infraction once again. So now that ties us up. Scores 21-21. I didn't see it. Now, high performance back over the line to serve it up. Charge hoping to pick up a point right here and maintain the lead. It's all tied up 21-21 late in this first set. Charge gets underneath it, sets up the attack down the line. High performance bumps it up high in the backcourt, going for their own attack cross court. Charge able to get underneath it. Go for attack. This time attack goes wide. What happened on that one? They blew the whistle before it went back over. Timeout. I'm not sure what happened, but high performance picked up the point right there. And Charge calls the timeout on the court. Scores now 21-22. Charge trailing by just 1 point. The first time they've trailed in this first set. All right, both teams coming back out on the court. All right, scores 21-22. High performance up at the line to serve it up, and Charge set up the serve receive as we trail by 1. There's the serve. Bump it up high. Going over to the outside. The attack gets it over the block, but high performance right there. And they're going from their own outside attack. Down the line, they push it. Charge gets underneath it. Goes for another attack, this time from the outside. Again, they go for their own attack, and number 5 blocks it at the net, picking up the point right there. That's Charlotte with the block that throws the point on the board for your Charge team. Once again, tying it up 22-22 now, as number 10 will step up to the line to serve it up. Number 10, Lily Wilcox, up to the line to serve it up next as we are all tied up. The other team trying to get underneath it. Can they keep it back into play? They're able to get it back over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Going for the kill. Finds it. Who killed that? Number 5? For the kill from Charlotte. Picking up the point right there. And the lead once again. Scores 23-22 as number 10 back up the line to serve it up. And that was after a kill in the last rally by number 5. There's the serve. But it falls long just past the back baseline, which was once again tied up. High performance picking up a point off the service error. High performance back of the line as we're all tied up, closing in at the end of this set. High performance puts another point on the board. This is going to be the first match point attempt. Charge trailing by 1 once again as we get underneath, or as we step back up to the serve receive. High performance. Serving it up. Charge gets underneath it, pops it up high. That's up to the right side of the attack. Cross court. High performance is able to keep it alive, putting it back over to our territory. Libero goes to the opposite side, or Estetta goes to the opposite side of the court. A little bit of a joust to push it over. Charge right there to receive it. Going back across to the right side. High performance able to keep it alive and push it over the net once again. Charge right there. It's pushing it back quickly. High performance struggles a little bit. Can they get it back into play? They cannot. Charge will pick up a point as high performance knocks it out of bounds. Scores now 24-24. Charge stepping back up to the line to serve it up. Number 8 is coming back up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we need 2 points to close out this match. Score 24-24, all tied up. High performance struggling a little bit. Go for the attack cross court. We get it underneath it. Going for our own attack from the right side. The back court of high performance struggles, but they're able to get it back up over. Charge right there. Quick set and attack from the right side. Number 10 picks up that point. Or not number 10. Number 2 picks up that point with the kill as number 10 sets them up. That was Lillian that got the kill right there. Number 8 will come back up the line. Scores 25-24. We're leading by 1. Need only 1 more point to close out this match. They try to get it over. We block it at the net, keeping it on their side. This time they go for the attack and they make it through the block. Once again, tying it back up. This first set going into extra points. Score is 25-25. And then they serve it again. Charge unable to get underneath that one and get it back into fair territory. High performance puts another point on the board, once again taking the lead. Scores 25-26. Oh no, 25-27. They'll close out the first set as high performance wins that one by just 2 points. Final score on that one, 25-27. A lot of good plays in that first set. Some of the standout players highlights are on the screen right now. I will try to make sure our live is set up good. Awesome. Only was knocked down one time by the ball. Again, this is our first game of the gold bracket play today. It is single elimination, so we have to win this match to stay in for the championship match. It will be just this match and another match. If we win this match, it'll just be one more final match after this. It looks like our team's just about ready to come back in. And all the players back out on the court. I believe the down refs are going to verify the roster before we get back into this. All right, I believe we're ready, and I think Charge served it up first in the second set because we served receive during the first set. Yep, number 10 coming to the line and serving it up first for your Charge team in this second set. There's the serve. High performance underneath it. Sets up to their right side. Yeah, Charging backcourt picks it up. Over on set to the right side, down to the backcourt of high performance. High performance goes for another attack, cross court, and finds the floor this time. It goes off the hand of Charge, and then high performance picks up the point with the kill. Score 0-1. Charge trailing the first point of this second set. And here's the serve for the second set, or the second serve by high performance. Into the net it goes. Charge picking a point off the service error, and we'll come to the line to serve it up now. And that's number 8 coming up to serve it up for your Charge team. That's Kale serving it up for Charge 16 American team. There's the serve. So get underneath it, get it over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Sets up to the right side. The attack blocks back to our territory, but the backcourt keeps it alive, and we bump it back over the net. High performance once again getting underneath it, setting it up to the outside attack. Charge gets underneath it. Attack at the net, but knocks back down with the block. High performance to put another point on the board and come back up the line to serve it up. Scores now 1-2. Charge trailing by 1 as we step back up to serve the Steve. And here's the serve. Charge gets underneath it, bumps it back to the midcourt, hits it over the net. High performance right there to receive. Going for their own attack. This time, blocked at the net, but high performance picks up the point as it finds the floor in Charge side of the net. Scores now 1-3. Charge trailing by 2 as we step back up to serve receive. There's the serve. Charge gets underneath it. The Libero to setter to the right side. The attack. High performance underneath it, going to their own right side attack. This time it goes off the block and out of bounds. High performance puts another point on the board right there with a kill. And we'll step back up the line to serve it up. Scores 1-4. Charge trailing by 3 as we step back up to serve receive. Hoping to pick up a point right here and regain that serve. There's the serve. And off the hand of Charge and out of bounds. High performance puts another point on the board. Scores now 1-5. Charge trailing by 4 as we step back up to serve receive. Hey, there's the serve. Charge backcourt underneath it. Keeping it up in the air and bumping it over into high performance territory. High performance gets underneath it as well. Goes to the attack. Charge unable to drop down underneath it. And high performance puts another point on the board with the attack cross court that finds the floor unobstructed. Scores now 1-6. Charge trailing by 5 as we once again step back up to serve receive.
Let's go. Stay out.
There's the serve. Hit my camera stand again. It was all slow. There's the attack. And our serve this time puts it over. If we got the point of the last one. Charge underneath it. The attack of the net picks up the point. Number 1 with the kill right there. Scores now 3-6. As number 4 serves it up once again. That is the man serves it up. They go for the attack. Into the net it goes. Charge to pick up the point without a block. Scores now 4-6. Charge trailing by just 2 as number 4 will step back up the line to serve it up. And here's the serve once again by Addison Man. Nice low serve. They get underneath it, going for attack from the right side. Blocked at the net. They block it back to our side when we go for the attack. This time we attack from the right side, putting it with the arch over to the backcourt. High performance goes for their own attack. That hit the antenna. Oh, well, maybe it didn't hit the antenna. I don't know. He's calling it because it hit the floor, but I felt like it hit the antenna. I'll have to watch that later and see what happens. Scores now 4-7. Charge still trailing, but we're unable to get underneath that one. And high performance puts another point on the board. Now Charge trailing by 4 once again as we step back up to serve receive. There's a serve. Charge sets up, goes to the attack from the middle. I think they might get the point, but we don't know. Let's see, can they get it back in? They got it back into fair play. Charge underneath it once again. Again from the middle. This time hits it to the opposite side, but hits it wide, and it falls just out of bounds. Charge will step back up to serve receive as we now trail by 5. Scores 4-9 as Charge sets up to serve receive, trailing by 5 points. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Going to the outside. There we go. Up high. They go for the attack. Back over the block. The Charge keeping it alive with a bump over to the outside. The attack falls long and out of bounds. Scores now 4-10. Charge trailing by 6 as we come back up to the line to serve it up. Or as they come back up to the line to serve it up. And we set it to serve receive. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Sets over to the outside. The attack finds the floor this time. That was Lillian with the kill from the outside that finds the floor unobstructed in high performance territory. Number 9 will come to the line to serve it up next for your Charge team. That's Bethany White Eagle coming to the line to serve it up after Lillian picked up a point with a kill in the last rally. There's a nice serve. High performance underneath it. Bumps it over the block. Charge right there to receive it. Going to the outside once again. The attack finds the floor once again. That was number 2, once again killing it from the outside and finding the floor in high performance territory. Number 9, Bethany Whitey will come back up the line to serve it up after Charge picking the point on that last rally. And there's the serve. This serve is unsuccessful. High performance put another point on the board and Charge will set back up the serve receive. Scores now 6-11. I'm pretty sure. Yes, 6-11. Charge trailing by 5 points once again as high performance serves it up. Pump it up high in the air in the backcourt. Charge bumps it over to the outside and bumps it back into high performance territory. High performance sets it over to their own outside attacker. Charge backcourt underneath it. We go to the outside once again. The attack from the same outside attacker, number 2, Lillian, with a kill that picks up a point as they shank it out of bounds. Number 2, Lillian comes to the line to serve it up and picking up a kill on that last rally. High performance gets underneath it, pushes it back over the net. Charge right there to receive it to the center. Goes in the middle of the attack, but high performance is able to bump underneath it. Keep it alive. Can we get it over the net? They do. Charge right there to receive it. This time to the right side. The attack bounces off the top of the tape and finds the floor in high performance territory. That's number 10, Lily Wilcox, with that attack that picked up the point as it bounces off the top of the tape and falls into high performance territory. Number 2, back into the line. That's Lillian Cummings serving it up. The attack by performance goes off the block to keep it high in the air, bumping it over to the outside. The attack from the outside, pretty strong. Can they dig it up? They cannot. Pick up a point right there by number 3 with the kill, Maddie Factor, putting a point on the board for your Charge team. Number 2 coming back up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve. High performance hits it up high. Going for the attack from the middle. Blocked at the net. Dual block. That was number 1 and number 3 with that block. Picking up the point right there. Number 2 coming back up to the line to serve it up. That's Lillian coming back up after the block picked us the point right there. Score 10-11. Charge only trails by 1. As once again, high performance goes for an attack. We bump it up high in the air. We keep it alive. Set it up. And, and hit it wide. Scores now 10-12. Charge still trailing by 2 as we set back up the serve receive, and high performance coming back up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve by high performance. Charge puts it up high in the air in the backboard, getting it over to the outside. The attack comes off the hands, but they're able to keep it alive. Can they get it over? With a push over the net, the backcourt picks it up. We get it back over with 1 touch. They try to push it over, but unsuccessful with their attack, and Charge is able to keep it alive when it comes over the net. What was that? Okay. They didn't even call it. But Charge picks it up with a point. Who set that one? Oh, Lily with the kill, putting it over the net. Number 10 finds the floor with the tip over the block. Scores 11-12. Charge only trails by 1. Is number 1. Sam Chaffin serves it up. High performance gets underneath it. Goes to their own attack. Back to it right there to receive the high attack. We go to the outside. We hit it over the block and find the floor. That was number 3, Maddie Factor from the outside, putting another point on the board, which will tie us up. Scores now 12-12 as number 1 back up to the line to serve it up. That's Sam Chaffin serving it up for your Oklahoma Charge. 16 Americans team as we're all tied up. Nice serve. And high performance gets underneath it. Goes to their own attack. Backcourt keeps it off the floor. Gets it to the center. Backcourt pushes it to the backcourt of high performance. High performance sets up in the middle this time. Block, dual block. Number 3 and number 5. Picking up a point right there with that block. And number 1 will come back up the line to serve it up for the Charge team. There's the serve. High performance going for the attack. It makes it past the block, but Charge the backcourt keeps it alive. We go to the outside once again, hit it long, and it goes to the back corner, finding the point right before the ball from the other court bounces across and stops gameplay. Scores now 14-12. Charge picks up a point right there with a kill from Natty Factor that finds the back corner cross court in high performance territory. Number 1 back up to the line to serve it up. Once again, they bump it up high in high performance territory. They hit it back over the net, cross court, and find the floor this time within the 10-foot line. High performance will step back up to the line. Charge is now just leading by 1 as we step back up to serve receive. Scores 14-13. High performance puts the ball in the air, tips off the top of the tape, but Charge is able to keep it alive and go to the outside. The attack picks up the point. Another kill by number 3, Maddie Factor, putting a point on the board for your Charge team. We once again will come back up to the line to serve it up. Number 10, Lily Wilcox will be serving it up. Scores 15-13. Charge leading by 2 as we once again prepare to serve it up. There's the serve. They set it up high and go for an attack from their outside. Charge goes to their outside as well. It goes over the net. The Charge is called for the net infraction as the set was too tight. High performance picks up another point right there and will step back up to the line to serve it up. Scores 15-14. I'm pretty sure it's 15-14. They didn't put a point on the board on the scoreboard, so I don't know. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. That's to the middle of the attack. They get it back over at one touch. We tip it back quickly. They go for their own attack. We block it, but it falls out of bounds. Scores now 15-14. I guess it's still 15-14. I don't know. They didn't put a point on the board in that last play, so I don't have to do much. They say 15-15 now. They finally put that other point on the board. So it's 15-15 now. High performance coming back up the line. That was wide, but it's okay. We're underneath it. Going to the right side. The attack puts it over the net. They pancake it up. Go for their own attack cross court. Charge right there to receive it. Sets up to the outside. The tip at the net. Puts it over. Can they dig it up? They cannot. A ball from the other court flies over and hits my stand. So I do apologize, and I will get that back facing the right way. I think we picked up the point on that last play. I didn't see what happened, honestly. And the other team picks up the point is the service error. Scores all tied up once again, 16-16. There's a serve. High performance puts it over the net. Charge right there to receive. Goes for the attack from the right side. High performance able to get underneath it. Sitting it back over the net to Charge side with a push. Charge sets up to the outside. Tips it over the block. High performance struggles on their right side, but bumps it back over to Charge territory. Charge goes to the right side this time. Bumps it back over to high performance territory. High performance struggling. Going for an attack. Charge gets underneath it as it comes back to our side. Going from the outside again, this time off the tips. High performance getting it back over with a bump. Charge going for attack from the right side. High performance keeping it off the floor. They hit it back over. This time Charge cannot dive underneath it and get it, and high performance will take the lead right there. Scores now 16-17. High performance back up the line as they lead by 1. Charge trailing by 1. And they hit it into the net. Charge will pick up a point on the service error by high performance. Keeping the score all tied up 17-17 as number 4 will now step up the line to serve it up. And we block it at the net. Dual block by number 1 and number 2. Picking up the point. That's Lily Cummings and Sam Chaffin picking up the point with a block right there at the net. That gives us the lead once again on number 4, Addison Mann, back up at the line to serve it up. Scores 18-17. Charge leading by 1 and 4 puts it over the net for the serve. High performance goes for the attack to the backboard. Charge takes it back up. Too tight to the net, though, and Charge cannot pick up a point right there that falls on our side. High performance once again tied up with Charge. Scores 18-18 as high performance will come back up the line and Charge will step back up to serve receive. There's the serve, and it falls long and out of bounds because of the service there. Charge once again takes the lead. Scores 19-18. Charge leading by 1 as we come back up to the line to serve it up. That's number 9, Bethany White Eagle stepping in for number 7. And number 9 will come to the line to serve it up. Next for your charge team. There's the serve to the backcourt of high performance. High performance get it back up to the net and puts it over. Charge sets up to the outside. The attack at the net unsuccessful. And high performance once again picks up the point and will be tied up with us. That's 19-19 now as we approach the end of the second set. Charge did lose the first set and is hoping to come out with a win on the second set and go to a third set. If we lose, that will be the end of our day. There's the serve. This was shanked out of bounds. High performance picks up a point on the ace. Scores now 19-20. Charge trailing by 1 point once again as we come back up the line or come back out to serve receive. And high performance serving it up. There's the serve. Float serve. Charge underneath it. Let's set it over to the right side. The attack finds its way past the block. That's number 1, Sam Schaffer with the kill on the play right there. Now we're all tied up once again, 20-20 as number 2, Lillian Cummins, up to the line to serve it up. And that's number 2 serving it up for your charge team as we're all tied up as we approach the end of this second set. High performance goes to the attack. Backcourt pushes it high in the air. Charge sets it to the right side. A tip over the net. We'll pick up a point for the Charge team. And once again, in the lead. That was a kill by number 10, Lily Wilcox. It was a tip kill that finds its way over the block, and they could not get it back under control. Number 2 back up to the line. That's Lillian Cummings serving it up for your Charge team as we lead by 1 point. And they shake it out of bounds. Ace on the serve by Lillian, number 2. And she'll come back up to the line to serve it again as we now lead by 2. So 22-20 as number 2 prepares to serve it up for your Charge team. We lead by 2. There's a nice serve. And they hit it wide and out of bounds. Another ace by Lillian. And she'll step back up to the line. Scores now 23-20, charging the lead by 3 points as we come back up to the line to serve it once again. Again, Charge leading by 3 points. As we approach the end of this first set, nice serve. They push it back over on a couple touches. Charge unable to get control of it, and high performance will pick up another point and come back up to the line. High performance serving it up. Charge backcourt pops it up high. You set it over to the right side. The attack puts the roll shot, puts it over the net. They go for the attack at the net. Charge is able to dig it up. Oh, but not able to get control of it. Nice dig, but Charge could not get control of it after that and put it over the net. Scores now 23-22. Charge still the lead by 1 as we once again set back up to serve receive. High performance with the serve. Charge backcourt gets it to the center. Sets up to the middle. Tips over the block. Killed by number 1, Sam Chaff, and puts the point on the board right there. Number 1, Sam Chaffin will come back up to the line to serve it up for your Charge team as we lead by 2. There's the serve. It's their first match point attempt in the second set. They bump it back over to the backcourt of Charge. Charge backcourt gets underneath it, gets in the center, sets it to the outside. The attack picked up that point, closing out that second set. That was a kill by Maddie Factor. Will close out that second set, 25-22. We are going to a third set now. Charge lost the first set. Second set, Charge wins 25-22. That was a good set with a lot of back and forth on the lead changes. Maddie Factor with amazing 5 kills in that last set. And Lillian with 3 kills and 2 aces. Lots of blocks throughout that last set, which was able to help us secure that victory of that set and move us on to this third set. Third set only goes to 15 points. First one to 15 will win this match and move on to the finals. This is gold bracket play, and it's single elimination. Right now, Charge is still in this match. I'm not sure who will serve it at first in the third set. We served it in the second set, the last set, so we may not be serving it this set, but I do not know how that works.
It's an honor. What about nerve wracking?
Woo.
I wonder what the score is of the game.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it. Still not sure who's starting it first over here. And the down ref is verifying the roster on both sides. Up ref is climbing into his tower as we get ready to start this third and final set in our first round of bracket play in the gold bracket of this year's Crusader Classic in Oklahoma City. I do believe the other team will be serving it up first in the third set. Not 100% sure, but there it is. Yeah, the other team will be serving it up first in the second set. Our third set. This is the third set. Hiccup. Charge set up to serve receive as high performance puts the ball over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Sets up, goes for the attack. High performance sets it over to their outside, but unsuccessful as the set is way too wide. The Charge puts the fourth point on the board for the third set. Scores now 1-0 as number 10 will step up the line to serve it up for your Charge team. And there's the serve from number 10, Lily Wilcox. Nice low serve. High performance is able to get underneath it and bump it back over the net. Charges backcourt, gets to the center, sets to the outside. The attack tips it over the block as we've seen it and anticipated that block. Killed from Maddie Factor puts a point on the board right there for your Charge team. And number 10 will come back up to the line. Scores 2-0. Charge in the lead by 2 points as high performance is yet to put a point on the board. And here's a serve by number 10, putting it back over. They hit it close to the net. We tip it down, but they're able to keep it alive, digging it up and putting it back up. We dig it off the net, but are called for the net infraction. And high performance will pick up the point on the error by Charge. Scores now 2-1. Charge in the lead by 1 point as we step back up to serve receive. And high performance serves it up. Charge underneath it. Sets it to the right side. The attack down the line. High performance is able to dig it up in the backcourt, keeping it alive, going for their own attack to our backcourt. We set up once again to the right side. The attack cross court this time. This time, high performance unable to get the ball back up in the air. And number 3, Maddie Factor, put the point on the board with that kill. She will now sub out with number 8, and number 8 will come to the line to serve it up. That's Kale serving it up for your Oklahoma Charge 16 American team as we lead by 2 points. Score 3-1. Number 8 putting it over the net with a serve. And the other team unable to get control of it. Ace on the serve by number 8. And she'll step back up to the line to serve it once again. Number 8, back up at the line as we lead by 3. There's the serve. High performance gets underneath that serve, goes to their right side, and a roll shots it over the net. But Charge right there to receive it, steps it over to the right side themselves. The attack with the kill. Who hit that? Number 7?
Yeah. Five with the assist.
Huh? I seen it. Number 7, Braylon Smith with the kill, putting up the point right there. Number 8 will come back up to the line to serve it up. Here's the serve by number 8. Nice serve. And they get it back over. Charge is able to hit it back up in the air and keep it alive. We get it back, but unable to get it back over the net. High performance will put another point on the board, come back up the line to serve it up. Scores now 5-2. Charge leading by 3 points as we step back up to serve receive in the third and final set of this gold bracket match. Charge bumps it back over after high performance served it up. High performance goes to the right side this time. Hit it over. Charge is able to dig it up, keep it alive, and bump it back over the net. High performance once again. They're going to their outside this time. Blocked at the net. Dual block by 7 and 5. Picking up the point right there. That's Braylon Smith and Charlotte Richards picking up a point right there with the dual block on the play. And number 4, Addison Mann now serving it up for your Charge team. They bump it up high and out of bounds. They didn't keep it alive. Ace on the serve and already went out. They did try to pick it up in the backcourt like they could. Scores now 7-2. Charge still the lead by 5 points as number 4, Addison Mann back up to the line to serve it up once again. There's the serve. High performance pops it up high and then bumps it over to the backcourt of Charge. Charges the barrel, gets to the center. Center goes to the middle. The attack from the middle. I think it will pick up the point right there as High Performance is not able to get it back into fair play. And it goes off the hands of High Performance and out of bounds. Charge with another point on the board. Scores now 8-2 as High Performance puts a timeout on the board. That's a TO timeout. Timeout on the floor. All right. So next. All right, number 4 coming back up to the line to serve it up. That is the man right there with the serve. Down the line. High Performance able to get across court, get it back over the net. Charge pops it up high in the air. Gets it to the center. Sets to the middle. The tip over the block. Can they get control of it? High Performance is able to get control of it. Put it back over with a bump. Charge once again. Sets to the middle again. The attack this time strong. But High Performance keeps it off the floor. This time it's blocked at the net. Back into High Performance territory. They go another attack from that side. This time over the block. And Charge is unable to keep it in their territory. It goes off the head of Charge and out of bounds. Scores now 8-3. Charge the lead by 5 points. As once again we set back up to serve receive. In the third set of our first round of bracket play. There's the serve. Backcourt gets it high in the air. We bump it back over toward the middle of the court and back over into High Performance territory. High Performance sets up high, goes to the attack, cross court. Libero keeps it alive. Charge cannot get to it as it falls wide out of bounds. High Performance will put another point on the board and come back up to the line to serve it up. Scores now 8-4. Charge still in the lead by 4. As High Performance will step back to the line to serve it up. There's the serve. Charge gets underneath it. Bumps it up high. And over the net? No, not over the net. Scores now 8-5. Charge still in the lead by 3 as High Performance will come back up to the line to serve it up. And we're ready to get back into this. High Performance serving it up. There it is. Charge back throw, gets underneath it. Keeping it alive. They're going for the attack from the outside. And it falls long and out of bounds. High Performance took another point on the board. Scores now 8-6. Charge leading by just 2 as High Performance serves it up. And into the net. Charge to pick a point off that service error and use that point to regain the serve. Number 9 coming back up the line to serve it up for your Charge team. That's Bethany White Eagle serving it up. Scores 9-6, charging the lead by 3 points. As 9 puts it over the net with the serve. Nice serve. High Performance underneath it. Going to their right side. The attack digs it up in the backcourt by number 9. And number 2, the attack from the outside. They get back to the backcourt, and it falls inbounds, I suppose. So the line judge called it out. The up ref called it in. Charge still in the lead by 2 as we step back up to serve received, and High Performance comes back up the line to serve it up. High Performance back up to the line to serve it up. As Charge set up to serve received, leading by just 2 in this third and final set. There's the serve, backcourt underneath it. Sets up to the outside. The attack. High Performance struggling a little bit, but able to get underneath it. They go for their own attack from the right side. Digs it up. Excellent dig by number 9. Putting it back over the net. Charge keeps it in fair play. High Performance once again going for the attack. This time their attack successful as Charge unable to get control of it. Timeout. Charge on the court. Both teams will go into the huddles after the timeout concludes. Charge will step back up to serve receive. Charge back out on the court while High Performance still in the huddle as we approach the end of the second set. Charge is only leading by 1 point right now. Scores 9-8. We're only going to 15. The first team to 15 will win this match as we're 1 set to 1 set. High Performance gets the whistle to serve it up. There's the serve. Charge backcourt keeps it alive. Sets it over to the outside. Bumps it over the net. High Performance gets underneath it. Goes to their own attack. And it finds its way between the block and picks a point up for High Performance, which ties us up 9-9. Charge steps back up to serve receive. As we're all tied up in this third set, 9-9, and High Performance steps up to the line to serve it up. There's the serve. Charge underneath it in the backcourt. Going to the outside. The attack makes it over the net. High Performance right there to receive it. They go for their own attack, pushing it up, but blocked down by number 2. Picking up the point right there. That's Lillian with the block that puts the point on the board. She'll now come up the line to serve it up. So number 2 back up to the line to serve it up. That's Lillian serving it up as we lead by 1. There's the serve. High Performance underneath it. Pushing it cross court, we get underneath it as well. Get it to the center, and then going to the back middle. The attack picks up the point with the kill from the backcourt. That was number 2, Lillian, with the kill from the backcourt. She'll come back up to the line to serve it up. That kill was off the hand of High Performance out of bounds. They could not get underneath it quick enough. Charge in the lead, scores 11-9. Charge leading by 2. There's a serve by number 2. High Performance underneath it going. Oh, Charge is able to dig it up. Oh, but not able to keep it alive. It is fair play. High Performance will pick up another point right there as Charge knocks it out of bounds. The score is now 11-10. Charge leading, still leading by 1 point as we set back up to serve receive. There's the serve by High Performance. Backcourt underneath it. Sets to the right side. The attack. Oh, we could not get underneath it. Blocked it. Ended back up on our side of the net. Once again, we're tied up. It's 11-11. Charge setting back up to serve receive. It's High Performance back up at the line to serve it up. It's so close with this nail biter game. This third set, anybody's game as High Performance serves it up. Backcourt underneath it. Charge sets it to the outside. The attack down the line. High Performance struggles a little bit, but is able to keep it back over the net. Charge right there as they bump it up over the block. Going for the attack from the middle, or from the outside. Number 3 with that kill, picking up the point. It's an excellent kill by number 3. And number 1 will come to the line to serve it up now. I don't even know what it is. Scores now 13-11. Charge picks up another point right there. Now we're in the lead by 2 as number 1 will be serving it up. There's a serve by Sam Chaffin. They set it back over the net. Charge right there, pitting it over with 1 touch. They set back up to their outside, hit it over our side of the net. Charge underneath it, going to the outside of our side. They hit it over the net again with the tip. Charge going for their own attack again. High Performance having a hard time, and it goes long and out of bounds. Charge will pick up a point right there as High Performance hits it out. Scores now 14-11. And number 1 back up at the line to serve it up. And there's the serve. They get underneath it, push it back over. Charge is not able to get underneath that push as High Performance picks up a point as it goes off the hands of Charge and out of bounds. Scores 14-12. Charge needing only 1 more point to close it out. This is their second match point attempt for Charge as High Performance steps back up to the line to serve it up. Not giving up to the bitter end, I guess. Scores 14-12. Charge in the lead. There's the serve by High Performance. Charge underneath it. Bumps it up high. Bumping it over the net into High Performance territory. High Performance bumps it over to their right side of the attack. Finds the backcourt. Charge bumps it up over the net once again. They set it up high. Set it over to their outside. Through the block, but Charge's backcourt keeps it off the floor. Charge goes to the roll shot from the outside with the kill that will finish that match. That's Maddie Factor with that last kill, which will close out the match with a win in the third set. Final score 15-12. Charge winning that match in three. Again, thank you for watching. We will have another match, but I'm not sure when it will happen. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and you will get a notification when we go live. Again, thank you very much for watching and being a fan of your Oklahoma Charge.